a real quick tutorial video about how to use medium wall in wars because I see a lot of people making the same kind of mistakes where they think like heavy armor is better and it'll mitigate more damage. Medium armor, of course, you can just use the faction setup with 2-piece heavy, 2-piece medium, and then light legs. Okay. Now the actual way you're meant to use this is you're meant to use your stamina as a resource. So your stamina should never be at 100%. Okay. Now, with different weapons, we have different combos with that. So I'm going to show off 3 real quick. So on the Ice Gauntlet, we have Ice Shower, then you double roll back, then you pop this, you roll forward, and then you go into this, you wait for your stamina to pop 100%, you swap off, you go over here, you pop in for an Incinerate, you can double roll again, you can roll 1 over here, and then you can do a Pillar of Fire, and then you can swap back, and you can keep doing this, right? Double roll off of this, then you've got this, and you're out of stamina. So you can like do these things, you can always keep positioning round and keep up everything. You generally want to like roll once after an ability. You don't want to roll all the way out of stamina, but you never want to be at 100% stamina either. Tools like Nimble and Extra Stamina will help you a lot for this. But this is generally how you want to fight. Like every time you use an ability or an auto attack, you want to be thinking to yourself, how can I put a roll into here? And then what will actually happen is basically every time that you're not using an ability, you're either going to be at max stamina. Sorry, you're either going to be iframing or you're about to iframe. So you end up taking like a shitload less damage, and you can use the ice pylon, the entombed, to stop yourself from being exhausted to do stuff like that. Okay. Now you say, yeah, but this is only for ranged weapons. We can actually show you as well on the Great Axe. And the hatchet and the hammer, everything can do this. On the hammer, you play it a little bit more like ranged weapons, where you just use abilities and then you swap off. Currently, the only 2 abilities worth using on the hammer in wars are probably like Path of Destiny and Shockwave, but that might change. We might see a meta in which like Clear Out actually performs or Wrecking Ball performs, but so far we haven't seen that really performing very well over the Great Axe. So with something like a Great Axe, you have auto attack, roll, ability, auto attack, roll, ability, then you roll again afterwards, like this. And you just keep making sure that you're rolling after every 2 attacks, and you're using your stamina every time here. And then every now and then, you can pop an ability in, and then extra rolls, and you're good. You generally want to be floating between either having like full stamina or very close to full stamina, because then if someone pops a Grabwell out on you, you can roll twice, and you always have that resource available to you. And you can see how fast you can build up stamina here, and you can continuously roll between every attack. And if you're not using your dodge roll, then you're just spending an unnecessary amount of time exposed to all sorts of things. So you're going to get hit by CCs, you're going to get hit by cannons, you're going to get hit by attacks. But if you're actually iframing here, you're spending a decent amount of time in actual iframes. So you're not exposed to all these things. You'll end up dodging a lot of artillery shots. You'll end up dodging a lot of everything. And yeah, you'll end up just being a better player. You get more damage doing it this way, and you get more mitigation. And that's just a quick little guide on how to play all of your weapons. So in 1v1s, 3v3s, and small skirmishes, you can time your rolls around like big abilities and stuff. But the fact is, in wars, you just want to fit it into your rotation so that you're just less exposed to stuff all the time. Once you can do this, you will find yourself significantly outperforming heavy armor in wars. Heavy armor is great if you're new to the game and you're still learning how to keep your stamina between 1 and 100, or 1 and like a little bit more if you've got the perk. But as soon as you're able to keep using your stamina at all points in time, medium will far outperform light, and it will far outperform heavy, regardless of what armor or weapon setup you're using. And that's it.